we're based in a little town called Donaghadee, which is as hard to say as it is to spell. I like to say to our US distributors, if you know the map of Ireland, if you look from Dublin to Belfast, is about 100 miles. If you drive directly due east from Belfast, about 25 miles, just before you fall off the island of Ireland, that's where Donaghadee is. So we look straight across to Scotland. If I was to turn behind me now, I can see the Scottish coast. It's only about 7 or 8 miles away. The distillery itself, we're totally independent. It was opened in 2019 by our founder, Gareth Irvine, and it's owned by Gareth, myself, and two founder shareholders. And from very small beginnings in 2019, with a distillery of about 6,500 square feet, we're now exporting to about 8 or 10 countries around the world, from Japan and Australia to mainland Europe, and of course to the US. Our spirits portfolio is probably the most varied of any portfolio of an Irish distillery. We like to think we're one of the most innovative distilleries in Ireland. We have a range of gins, one of which we are so delighted to win the award for today. We are one of a handful of Irish distilleries producing rum. We produce a vodka, coffee liqueur, and of course, as an Irish distillery, we produce Irish whiskey. But really, the essence of our product range is around talking about the history and heritage of where we're based, and that's very much core to this particular product. But most importantly, it's about flavor, taste, and innovation. We just love creating spirits that surprise and delight, and we're particularly pleased with this particular product, with the awards that it's won over the last few years, and of course delighted with the award that we've got this year from yourselves. Just to give you a little bit of background to this particular product, we're a craft distillery. We're a team of about 24, 25 people. There are 4 or 5 in the distilling team. Everything is done by hand, including bottling, and even hand waxing of this particular product. This product starts off as our award-winning Irish gin, and in producing the Jones Navy Strength gin, we distill that Irish gin. It uses 12 wild and fair botanicals, including a little flower called Sea Pink Maritima that we forage from the Copeland Islands, which are just about half a mile off the coast from Donaghadee. When we distill the Irish gin, we take it straight off the still at about 71, 72% ABV. We cask age it for 120 days in Kentucky bourbon casks. We then disgorge it, and we put it another 20 days in Oloroso sherry casks. And that's what gives it the unique flavor profile of the particular product. It is bottled at Navy strength, so it's bottled at 114 proof. But for that sort of proof of a spirit, a really smooth, incredible spirit, it's very, very versatile, and that we've seen bartenders really get a hold of and use in a number of different ways. So the flavor profile is very much juniper first. It's a gin, so we've very much got that juniper first flavor profile coming through. But you've got the little notes of bourbon. You've got a rich harmony of the herbs and spices coming through on the palate. And we've got that spiciness coming through in the finish as a result of the sherry cask. In terms of how we've really seen this product grow, both in Europe and in the US, really a number of ways as to why bartenders and off-trade have decided to list it. It is a unique cask age Navy strength gin. There are not many Navy strength gins around at 114 proof, and certainly far fewer that have been casked and deliver the flavor profiles of this particular product. It's, in the US, it's got a great little story attached to it. It's called June 1778 because in 1778 there was a battle called the Battle of the Copelands. It took place about 3 miles down the road from where I sit today. And it was the first time that the newly independent US Navy sunk a British ship in British waters. And the name of the captain of the US ship was a guy called Captain John Paul Jones. So that's why it's June 1778. It's a really versatile gin. It's a phenomenal, probably one of my favorite products from our range. There's a phenomenal gin and tonic with a slice of apple, but create some incredible cocktails. Negronis, gin old fashioned, martinis, and vespers. And actually, we see it in bars in the US being used as a shooter. So really, is an extremely versatile gin. We believe it's a pretty accessible price point for 114 proof spirit. For bars, depending on what state you're in, it's sort of price point wholesaling to you between $26 and $29 a bottle. And we're currently available in 12 states across the US, 4 states in the Northeast, right along the East coast, down through Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Florida, a number of states in the Midwest, including Colorado, and then as far west as Arizona. But look, we are so delighted with this award for a small distillery that does things in batches and handcrafts all of the products that we produce. It is such a delight to get an award like this in such a esteemed company, and really we are delighted with the response that we've got with this product, particularly from consumers in the US, but really right across the world. And thank you for the award.